Okay, we're back. I went back to the Pop Mart shop. Just like I said I was going to. Of course I went back to the Pop Mart shop. I actually went there thinking I was going to get maybe a case of the Universal Monsters and maybe one or two more of the Gotham figures, because the Gotham figures, I didn't get a Batman. I really want a Batman. So I was going to get at least one box, maybe two boxes of Gotham, hoping I didn't hit one of those three and also get a Batman for my set. But Gotham is sold out. They don't have any anymore. That set is gone. They had the Universal Monsters, and I was torn back and forth on what do I do about the Universal Monsters. There's the Gotham ones right there. I was really torn on the Universal Monsters because it's like I could buy two, three more and risk getting another Frankenstein or Dracula, or I could just buy the case and end up with an extra Frankenstein and Dracula, but guarantee myself the Invisible Man and the Invisible Man and the Creature from the Black Lagoon, and possibly the Mummy as well. Well, not possibly, I would get them. So yeah, if you're new here, these are the Pop Marts. They are mystery boxes where there's either 6, 9, 12, 15 in a set, and you don't know what you're going to get. So far, we've opened Universal Monsters. There's the Universal Monster set, which has 9 in its set. We opened a Steamboat Willie for fun. There's only 6 in the Steamboat Willie set. And we also opened 3 from Gotham, and there's 12 in the Gotham set. Now, every set also has a chase. So a box of 12 has all 12 characters from that set, but one of those characters may be swapped out for the mystery one, which is the chase one, which is like 1 in every 12 cases will have a mystery one in it. The other cool thing, me being a card collector, is these things come with cards. So each one of your boxes, you got to be careful you don't look at the card when you open it, but you get a collector's card with the thing on the back, the Pop Mart's logo and all that stuff. You get a collector card for which ones you have. So I have the cards for all my figures up here. Like I said, I love the Red Hood one, but he does not stand up very well. All right, so like I said, Universal Monsters is my favorite. I love Batman. The Mickey Mouse one was really cool. I didn't know what to buy, and then I saw them opening up a brand new case of Star Wars. There we go. So did I get one Star Wars? I got 3 Star Wars. I know I should buy cases, but I'm just not that type of a guy where I'm just going to buy the entire case. I still kind of like the mystery of, am I going to get the ones I want or not? But then if I do get a few more of the Universal Monster ones, I'm going to be pissed if I don't get myself a Creature from the Black Lagoon or an Invisible Man. So check these ones out. We could get a Luke Skywalker, a Darth Vader, Boba Fett, Jabba the Hutt, Chewbacca, Han Solo, C-3PO, R2-D2, Luke Skywalker as a Stormtrooper, Leo Organa, Obi-Wan, a younger Obi-Wan it looks like, even though I don't think he's supposed to be that young, a Stormtrooper, and a mystery figure that I just can't figure out what it is. It's just, yeah, I just can't figure out what that mystery one is. You'd have to be brain damaged to not be able to figure out what that mystery one is. Now, while I'm in the shop, because it was a busy day in the shop that day, there we go. There's all of our boxes side by side. It was a busy day in the shop that day, and God, there's people in there and they're sitting there. They're shaking them, and then they're looking at the side, and then they're shaking, and the guy's like, nah, this one, not this one. This one, no, this one's a little heavier than this one. There's no freaking way to tell. Like, unless there's an obviously, like, massively fatter figure or taller figure. I would assume if you were checking the monsters, if you could tell that it was a taller figure, it would probably be the Frankenstein or the Bride of Frankenstein, but it's only by like a couple of centimeters. So I don't know. They opened up this Star Wars case, and there was like 3 guys sitting there, and they're taking them out, and they're making piles, and they're shaking them, and they're all talking to each other about what they think is this, and what they think is this, and what they think is this. And a worker went over and told them to stop shaking the boxes. There's even signs in the shop that says, don't shake and squeeze the freaking boxes, but they do anyway. So then they all had their piles made up and stuff like that. And I'm standing behind them like, well, you know what? I'm thinking I'm going to get the Star Wars now. So they made their piles up. They had their pile and they were talking about, I think this is the better pile. This pile is going to have, I think they're looking for the Darth Vader, and I think they were looking for a Chewbacca. And they're like talking about what's in what pile. And then I was like, oh, excuse me. And then, oh, sorry. Because I think they thought I wanted the Toy Story ones that were beside it. And then I just grabbed 3 of their Star Wars boxes and walked away. Because I'm just a dick like that. Like, you stand there shaking boxes like a freaking moron. You cannot tell. It's not like a Christmas present where you can tell the difference between like socks and a Millennium Falcon. Like, it just doesn't work that way. So let's crack into some Star Wars. I really want to know what that mystery one is. Oh my God, if somebody comments on here and is like, you know what, I'm pretty sure that the mystery one is, it's an Ewok. Yeah, dude, trust me, I know what the mystery one is. I'm messing with you, okay? If anybody thinks that I can't figure out what that mystery one is, please just understand that I'm Gen X. I'm a sarcastic piece of crap. That's basically what I am. All right, so the card is in there. We are not going to look at the card. And I can see there's also the bonus pieces too. All right, so there's our Star Wars card. So there we go. We're not going to flip that because we don't want to know who it is. So who do we want? Like, there's bonus pieces in there which are part of the person, and I don't want to take them out because it'll probably give away by the bottoms and by the background pieces, so I don't want to see those. So who do we want today? I want a Chewie. I want a Boba Fett. Han Solo would be cool if I got Chewie together with him. R2 would be cool. I love Stormtroopers, I really do. Vader would be cool. Basically, they're all cool. Jabba, I don't know. I think Jabba I would have to have with. I wish if they had Jabba, the mystery one should have been the Carbonite. But then that would be Empire Strikes Back. And I guess this is just supposed to be Star Wars. So, okay, let's crack into our first one. We're gonna leave the extra pieces in there just because I don't want to see them until we see what figure we have first. Then we can take out his stand and everything like that. All right, our first figure is, oh yeah, there we go. See, those guys are going to be pissed because they were talking about that they thought that one of the ones that they put into that pile was going to be him. That's awesome. They screwed around too much. They screwed around and they found out you don't screw around that much when there's another Star Wars fan standing by wanting to buy stuff. The shop was pretty busy when I was in there on Sunday again. I was Sunday? Tuesday? When the hell did I go there? Tuesday. Sorry. Yeah, it was Tuesday. I went there. It was kind of sad. I went there because one of my wife's favorite Thai places. She's been going there since before we started dating, like a long time ago. She was always going to this Thai restaurant in the area of, how come that doesn't fit into his foot? I guess you got to really jam that in. Oh, let's get his headpiece. How do we connect this? Okay, so headpiece connects on there. Oh yeah, like I was saying, there's this Thai restaurant that's been there for decades, like absolutely decades. It's just this little old Thai restaurant. One of the last times that I went there to sit down, actually, one of my cousins that I'd never met before was visiting Taiwan, and I took them there because it's just such good food. And yeah, they had the lady, like there were cats in the neighborhood that kind of had adopted her as like their mom, and they came in and out of the restaurant. And oh, okay, I'm excited about the Boba Fett, but I'm like upset about the Thai food place at the same time. So yeah, the lady was super nice. We used to talk to her all the time. We've been going there for over a decade. Haven't been there for probably about 8 or 9 months. And I went there, and her restaurant was in a little area where there was all these little restaurants and stuff like that. But then the area got changed and it turned into like the gay bar area. So there's all these gay bars all around it. But that Thai restaurant always stayed, and everybody loved the place because you could get food to any of the bars and stuff like that. And I went there yesterday and the restaurant was gone. And I'm asking people like, where the hell's the Thai restaurant? And no one could tell me. They're all like looking at me like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And then finally I found out online that the owner had passed away. And it was just like, oh man, she was like so nice. And then I was worried about the cats too. But then from what I've been told, one of the bars that was like next door to her, they now take care of the cats and they make sure the cats are fed and cared for and stuff like that. But yeah, that was one of the main reasons I went to the area. I wanted to go get some of these, but I also wanted to get Thai food. Okay, let's get away from the sad story about the Thai restaurant. But the lady was so nice. It was an older woman, not super old, but yeah, she was so nice. Oh, she made the greatest pad Thai. Greatest pad Thai ever. Okay, let's get into this now that I've talked about a Thai restaurant and people have already turned my video off. All right, Boba Fett. That is some wicked detail on that. Jetpacks on the back. There we go. We got to zoom. No, we got to focus properly. Jetpacks on the back. Dent on the forehead. All the scrapes and scuffs on the helmet. Big ass gun. That's killer. That's the one. To me, that's the chase. The Boba Fett in this set was the chase. Everything else is going to be gravy, because that's the main course right there. We weren't looking for anything else. Flip it around. There is our Boba Fett card. Stick the Boba Fett up here. I'm happy now. I was in a bad mood yesterday. And honestly, I was in a bad mood because of the Thai food restaurant. I really was. It was just massively depressing to know that place was gone. Like, it just didn't feel right that the place wasn't there anymore, because it's just always been there. We've always been going there, always pick up food to bring home from there. Like, it was just, yeah, just sucks it's not there anymore. Okay, let's see. I know who this is. I can feel it. This is kind of like an obvious one. And honestly, this is one of the ones that those guys were saying was in the pile, because I grabbed from the pile that they said were the good ones. Maybe these guys actually knew what they were doing. I have to admit, they may have actually known what they were doing when they were shaking those damn boxes. Oh my God, it's even got the little animal that he eats. Oh, this is killer. Look at that. It's got the little thing that he eats. Okay, should I feel bad for those guys that had stood there for like 5 minutes shaking the boxes just for me to grab 3 of their boxes and take the best ones? So that means if they were as good as they said they were, but even they had more than just 3 boxes there. But oh, look at that. Sitting on top of the grating. He doesn't need to be connected to it, but they still give you the little thing for him to sit on. Oh, that's so killer. That is so awesome. Okay, we got 2 of my favorites. Absolutely, we got 2 of my favorites. God damn it, Red Hood. Okay, so he's got no extra stuff other than just that piece. There's his Star Wars card. Like I say, okay, so if I'm correct, and if those guys were as good as they thought they were with these ones, then this one should be a Chewie or a Darth Vader. Because that's the ones that they were talking about. They were talking about Luke and Darth, Boba Fett and Jabba, Chewie, R2, and of course the mystery Ewok at the bottom there. Yes, I know it's not an Ewok. Okay, so our last one that we are going to be pulling out here. Let's see. Can I tell? I can't tell. I have no idea what this one's going to be. It feels like it's got a big head and a smaller body. I'm thinking this is... who do we think it's going to be? Before I even say. Because the head is huge, so it's not a Chewie. I'm guessing... I'm hoping it's a Han Solo. If it's a Han Solo, then we got 3 out of the 4 that I would have been absolutely just dying for. I know before I said I wanted the Stormtrooper too, but honestly, a Chewie and a Solo, along with these 2, would just be awesome. So who do we have? Oh, we got Leia. That's nice. We got a cool little Leia figure. Leia figures are always awesome. Cannot complain about getting a Leia figure. No wonder the head felt so big with those big bagels on the side of her head. All right, so that means, what do we have in here? We have the floor piece, and we have her tiny little pistol. Okay, let's get those out right now. So, the foot things are a little bit hard to get them into, but then that's actually good. Because there's a lot of ones like the Funko Pops They fall out, their feet come out of their stands really, really easily. It's much better to have them. And look at the detail on that one. They actually have her one finger separated. Stop. They have her one finger separated so you can actually put it through the trigger. Look at that. You can see it, just that little tiny bit. So that gun will stay in her hands a lot more solid than a lot of weapons on a lot of other figures that I've seen. Okay, so yeah, I honestly, anybody that I pulled out of this one, I would have been like, that's an awesome one. That's one I wanted. Because this is just a cool set. I'm the biggest Star Wars fan. I have a Star Wars leg of tattoos on my one leg. So yeah, Star Wars, and I've got the whole background of Star Wars up here anyway. So I'm not going to complain about Aaliyah. That's a cool set of 3. That's an awesome set of 3 to have gotten there. Just right there. There we go. We still got Dracula looking bored up here. Any boxes or any comics or anything that I'm going to open from now on, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have Dracula and Frankenstein sitting up here because they're just funny to have sitting there watching what I'm doing the entire time. So there we go. That was a good trip to Pop Mart. And that's not all that I bought either. I bought some stuff for my family as well that I'll be sending home, but the problem is the postal system's on strike in Canada right now, so there's going to be no sending stuff home to them for a while. But I did buy some stuff for them. I kind of wish I could send my mom her stuff because I got her a couple Christmas ones to open. Even my mom loves stuff like this. My mom loves mystery boxes. Everybody in my family likes mystery type stuff like this. So there we go. My Pop Mart collection has grown. 3 Gotham, 3 Star Wars, 2 Universal Monsters, and a Steamboat Willie, and more to come. Trust me, there's more to come. So there we go. We got great ones. I'm not going to complain about any of them because really it's like the set of those 2. You'd really want to have Luke and Vader together. You really want to get Chewie and Han together. Leia and Luke, that one doesn't have to go together. Same with Obi-Wan and the Stormtrooper. That doesn't have to be together. But R2-D2 and C-3PO kind of have to come as a set. And I really want an Ewok. One of those big, green, long-eared Ewoks would have been so great to have in my collection. Okay, I know I'm screwing with you guys. All right, that's it for me on this one. I'd love opening mystery boxes. I've been going to lots of shops here that have all these mystery boxes that I'm not that interested in, but I want to buy them just because I love opening mystery boxes. So now that I found this store, it's going to be dangerous as hell for me to not keep opening the mystery boxes from this place. Okay, so there we go. That's it for me. If you're new here because of the Pop Marts, like, share, subscribe. Go back, check out my other ones, even though I ruined who I have here for you guys already. But I do a lot of other toy stuff. I do lots of comics. I do lots of wrestling boxes, Japanese boxes, and everything like that. So stick around for another one, because trust me, I spent a lot of money at Pop Mart, and 3 boxes is not a lot of money. I have a hell of a lot more boxes in a bag behind me. We're just going to start going set by set by set that I want to open and see what I hit. But this time, Boba Fett. Oh, Boba Fett, Jabba the Hutt, and Leia. Oh, that is just a great little set. I gotta start remodeling all my Star Wars toys to fit these 3 into my little case that's outside by my TV with some other really cool stuff. Okay, that's it. Thanks for hanging out, you guys, and I will see you on the next one with more wrestling cards, more Japanese cards, and a hell of a lot more mystery boxes of toys. Bye-bye.